The king encountered a peculiar insect which he nurtured by feeding it his own blood. Hence, the king now loved this insect dearly. Due to its royal blood in its body, it had become a member of the household. One night, the strange insect suddenly fell ill. The king's team made great efforts to save it. After its death, the king became very sorrowful. Thus, one day, the king removed the insect's skin and declared in his palace that whoever could reveal the insect's true name would marry his beautiful princess. Upon hearing about the princess, a boy arrived from a distant village. He first bowed respectfully to the king and then went to examine the insect's skin. After the allotted time passed, he told the king that it was a boar's skin. Hearing this, the king dismissed him. Next, a doctor arrived. He examined the insect's skin meticulously, but he also couldn't determine its correct name. This time, a handsome boy came and seeing him made the princess's heart flutter. She wished for the boy to correctly name the insect so that she could marry a handsome lad. But the boy also failed to name the insect, which made the princess very sad. Finally, a wild man arrived at the palace, which frightened the princess. Initially, the soldiers tried to stop him, but upon the king's instruction, he was also given a chance. He began sniffing the skin like an animal and eventually revealed the insect's true name. Seeing this, the princess got frightened and fled. The king realized she intended to take her own life. He took the time to carefully explain to his beloved daughter that, in his capacity as king, he had placed the princess's care into the hands of that rough and wild man. The man took her on foot to the forest, but now the princess no longer had the strength to walk in her delicate legs. The savage did not listen to her and began to climb a high mountain with her. Finally, he brought the princess to her cave. From now on, this was her home. She could never come down from the hill, so the princess had to clean her clothes with the help of wood. One day, she heard a human voice from outside. It was a girl who informed her that she was also a princess who had been imprisoned here by that savage for the past 3 years. The next day, the princess's friends searched for her and reached here. He lifted the girl onto his shoulder and began to move towards the other side of the mountain towards the princess, when the savage saw them. They cut the ropes before the savage arrived. They thought that maybe the savage had died, but halfway through the journey, the savage attacked them again. He killed all the girl's friends in a fit of rage, but when it was the princess's turn, she clung to the savage to save her life. Seeing this, the savage forgave her and the man placed her on his shoulder, but the princess cut his throat at the right moment. When she arrived back at her palace, soaked in blood, she saw that her father was dying due to illness. They had turned that delicate princess into a stern girl. Seeing this, her father entrusted all his kingdom to her.